Aloha, and thank you for joining us at Betty's Real Estate Corner. We're from Sakamoto Properties. Betty Sakamoto here, Roy Sakamoto here.
Sakamoto.
And it's Tuesday, so it must be time for Sakamoto Properties Real Estate Corner. Anyway, today's one of those days that we're here kind of thinking a lot about real estate. Roy and I were fortunate to be able to drive over together today, and we're picking up one of our kids from the airport who's going to be able to stay for 10, 11 days, and it's going to be really great. For any of you that are parents, grandparents with your kids living away, today will be a special day because she's actually coming by herself. No kids, no husband. She's just going to spend 11 days hanging out with us, going to the beach, going to the pool, and we're going to spend as much time as we can with her doing all of the great Maui things.
One thing we got to show her is Lahainaluna.
Oh, we're going to be up there for sure.
Yeah.
We're you just listened to that. Neil Everett, from ESPN, just did his piece on Lahainaluna High School, which he did a while ago for the school, and so many people are calling us about that and making contributions, and the school needs it. In order to get this project finished properly, we need all the donations we can get. But when you listen to Neil Everett, isn't it amazing, Roy, that here's a guy that he didn't go to Lahainaluna High School like he says. He doesn't even have a wife that went to Lahainaluna High School, but he loves it. He really cares about us. He cares about our community, and he was willing to put his name out there. I mean, people would pay him tons of money to do an advertisement, and he comes in and does a public service announcement for Lahainaluna High School just to help us raise funds.
Well, his heart's in it, and he's a firm Lahainaluna believer, and it's not about the money, it's about the belief. And he, again, Neil Everett, thank you very, very much. Lahainaluna thanks you. And speaking of fundraising for Lahainaluna, our class has taken up the challenge.
Excellent.
So the class of 1960 is issuing a challenge to all the other classes. We're starting to raise our $1,000, and maybe we'll raise $2,000 to get 2 rows of bleachers.
Whoa.
So come on, classmates.
I think it's really great. When it started, Roy and I made a quick decision, and we contributed $1,000 for the class of 1831. Because we thought if we could do that, the first class that ever was at the school, and donate for them, I think that'll be a fabulous row of bleachers, just the whole idea of it. So if you don't have a class and you don't want, I don't know why anyone wouldn't put their family name on it, but I think it would be pretty fun to pick all those years.
Right. And actually, we've had a lot of interest from people who are not Lahainaluna alumni who are also interested in participating and sponsoring a row of bleachers. So anybody out there can do it.
We've found over the years that a lot of people that we've worked with in real estate that have second homes here, that they really care about the community, they care about all of us, and they want to contribute something. They want to find a way to give back. So if you're listening to this today and you're thinking, over the years, what could I do? What could I do that would help the whole community? This is something that for West Maui helps the whole community. It helps every kid that ever went to school at Lahainaluna in West Maui. It helps every person in the community because everybody here, almost everybody that went to school here went to Lahainaluna High School. So
and how about the naming of the stadium? Isn't that great?
Yeah. The school has now been named or it's being named, the Department of Education just agreed that it will be named the Sue D. Cooley Stadium. Sue, her middle name Davidson, was a family name, and she's the lady who stepped up and saw a need, and we've told you that story a few times, so I probably shouldn't go through it all again. But she's someone that's come here for 40-some years, easily.
I think so, yeah.
We've known her a good deal of that time, and she's so amazing, and she cares so much. And she was willing to keep giving. She gave, and I'm talking huge amounts. She first gave probably $1 million, and then when it wasn't happening, and we kept working with her, kind of doing a shout out of sorts to everybody that could help. But the expense of the stadium was so huge and so phenomenal, and eventually she kept stepping up, to see to it happened, and it's happened.
Well, and again, like Neil Everett, Sue Cooley is a Lahainaluna believer.
Yeah, she's a believer. Is that a great statement? A believer.
Yeah, and bless her heart. Thank you, Sue, and thank you, Neil, and thank you to all of you out there who are going to be donating.
Actually, that's a couple, I guess it's 2 years now. Sue won one of the Legends of Lahainaluna awards, and she should be a legend. I mean, she is a legend. She lives half of the year here and half of the year on Bainbridge Island, but I think for years to come, she will be a legend at Lahainaluna, just because how do you ever find someone who will ever step up and put up $7.5 million to see to it that we have this fabulous stadium? But after she won the award, Neil Everett was there, and we were there with her. And Neil asked if she wants to say something, and she took the microphone and started talking. And later Neil said, "Oops, first lesson of radio or television, whatever it is, don't give up the microphone." But she had so much fun, and she had so much to say about why she did it, and it's an act of love. It's an act of caring.
Yes, totally. And what about now that we're on public service announcements and so forth? Next big event, September 28th.
Makua Luau.
Yeah, it's at the Sheraton Maui this year, starting at 5:30 on the Luau grounds. And for those of you traveling and driving over from East Maui, there will be bus service available from Kahului if you like, or if you want to come and spend the weekend at the Sheraton Maui. There's a special rate of $189 a night that the Sheraton is having for Luau participants. So tell the Sheraton when you make your reservations that you're coming for the Makua Luau, and that entitles you to this special rate. And that's a great hotel, great location.
Amazing beach there.
Yeah.
You can watch the sunset, and they have the nightly cliff diver, and that is so fun. I keep saying we need to go down there one night soon and enjoy that moment again, but coming over here to spend a night at the Sheraton would be fabulous, and you would love every minute of it. Or the bus idea, I think, is also fabulous. Anymore, none of us needs to drive if we don't have to, and when they've done this in the past, the bus is great because everybody has a great time on the bus.
Yes.
So it'll be a great fun group.
It's a great bonding moment, and it's fun. Tickets are $110 for adults, $35 of which is tax deductible, $30 for keiki 5 to 12, and a portion of that is tax deductible also. So come on out, have fun. Kapena is going to be the headline entertainment. There's going to be silent auctions. There's also going to be a raffle with a suggested donation. The raffle is going to be for a day on the Maui Jim.
Really? I didn't know that yet.
Thank you to Maui Jim Sunglasses for donating the boat. It's you can have the whole day up to 8.5, 9 hours. 8, 9, 10 of you can get together and go enjoy a day of fishing or sightseeing or whatever you like to do. Maui Jim is a great boat, and Walter Hester, thank you for all you do for Makua and for Maui. Walter is the owner of Maui Jim Sunglasses, and they do a tremendous amount of work for the community, and in particular for Makua. So thank you, Walter. Thank you, Maui Jim.
Amazing, that's true. Maui Jims, they have done so much for our community that's absolutely phenomenal. Someone from that company seems to turn up at almost every important event. And I'm sure they take care of other people too, the ones that we don't hear about and they don't get publicity for. But again, Walter is amazing. Ruthie there, she's amazing at the organization. Bill Haywood. The whole company is fantastic. And frankly, they make the best sunglasses. We've used Maui Jim Sunglasses for a number of years. By far the best. I never would use anything else. And the best thing also about them is, if you have a problem with your sunglasses, you walk in there on Maui and they'll fix them for you. And typically there's no charge. If you've actually damaged them, they'll tell you. I mean, they'll look and say, well, obviously these lenses are really scraped up, but they'll also totally replace the lenses for $35 each, which is pretty inexpensive. And then they kind of service your sunglasses. I often look at them and feel they gave me a brand new pair back. But they're great about it, and they really take good care of their customers. So if you just go in there, if you've got a pair that are broken, take them in there, and they'll do their best to fix them for you. And they do it with a smile. They're happy about it, and they really, service really is their middle name.
No question.
Maybe first name.
Yeah. So Luau tickets are available, the Hale Makua Luau tickets. Call Hale Makua at 871-9283, 871-9283, or hit on the website, which is halemakua.org, and you'll be able to get Luau tickets. Get them fast because, again, Kupuna is the headline entertainment. It's just going to be a fun-filled evening and a great cause for Hale Makua.
Okay, any real estate we want to do today, or shall we?
Well, we are a real estate show.
We
so
are.
I guess,
Let's try it.
Yeah, and again, brought to you by Sakamoto Properties. Look at us on sakamotoproperties.com and call us 669-0070.
So give us a call if you've got a cell phone from out of town, 808-669-0070. We have a great website. We have a lot of people that have commented. Easy to navigate around, so we'd really help, love you taking a look and getting to us, asking about properties anywhere on Maui or around the world. So we'd love to check in with you. One of the things that I like, Roy, you have a new listing, 15B Ui Place.
Yes, right in Lahaina. It's actually just on the market about a week and getting a lot of attention. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with an Ohana home right in Lahaina. It's about a half block from the ocean. It's an older home and needs some TLC, but was certainly priced right. Price is at $625,000. We do have an appraisal, a recent appraisal for estate purposes, that is pretty much right at the asking price of $625,000. So call us 669-0070 or look at it on our website, sakamotoproperties.com.
Amazing! It's an amazing property, and to be a block from the ocean. I was saying to Roy this morning, half a block. Okay.
Yeah.
I said this morning, the land is worth it. I mean, you're hitting the point on some of this that if you could have a house. And I hope right now the people that have been looking at it have been mostly residents and long-time residents, and I think it's such a great property. But I could see anybody buying that and, someday rebuilding there. It's a great, great location. So check with us.
And people will say, well, Lahaina is hot and so forth, but you're close enough to the ocean where you get the ocean breezes. So it's a very cool location in a lot of ways.
Well, Roy grew up in Lahaina,
yes.
So I think I grew up in Buffalo, New York, so it's kind of a funny thing. Roy is so used to the heat. I've been here almost 40 years, but it will always be harder for me, the heat, because it's not how I grew up. But when you're in Lahaina, nothing could be better. Lahaina in the morning is the most fabulous place in the world. I love it. 5 o'clock in the morning, pick up a Starbucks. It's great. Or
on your way to go fishing.
On your way to go fishing.
Yes.
We did that the other day.
Yeah.
Whoa, great. Another new listing, Roy, is 1369 Kahona St. 4-bedroom, 2-bath house listed at $649. Has an Ohana. Really a fabulous property, and we're not seeing any of those. It's almost the stage that either of these could end up going over the asking price, which is always shocking, but we're getting so much interest in them that it's going to be interesting. There's almost nothing you can buy in Lahaina now in the 600,000 range.
No, both of these, 1369 Kahoma and 15B Ui, are both in the 600s. One is 625, one is 649. So, and both of these are estate type sales. So call us 669-0070 and we'll make arrangements for you to see.
Kahona St, is Waiakule. So you've got a simple walk down to Waiakule Beach Park, simple walk to shopping, anything that you need to do. I think when you're living in places that are Lahaina, Waiakule, Lahaina, it's a fabulous place. So give us a call, 808-669-0070, and we'll get you in to see these.
Yeah, the Cannery Mall is a short walk from Kahona St.
Yep.
So Safeway, Long's, right there.
Anywhere you need to go.
Yes.
We can get you there.
Right. Absolutely.
What else, Roy? I'm just kind of flipping through some of these things. We were talking a number of the properties on the way over here. We were kind of intent on discussing with you a little Makua, a little Lahainaluna, because we all need some help on those things. And every time we mention it on the show, we hear from somebody that's ready to step up. And sometimes just one of the classes again, class of 1982, Julie Ahu Flynn Sherlock. She's got a big shout out to her class, so they're working on it now, doing the class of 1982. So let's hear from some other classes also.
Yeah, and class of 1960, if you're out there, come on.
Need them all, need them all.
Okay, 205 Plantation Club Drive. Now this is a great price for a home on 2.5 acres in the Plantation Estate at Kapalua. Just a short walk to the clubhouse, and it's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. It's listed at $6,900,000, and wow, a great floor plan, all on one level, and very easy to see also.
You know, another kind of switching around a little bit, but going to some of the condos at Kapalua. We're having a lot of activity right now on one in particular. It's at the Ridge, unit number 524. It's got a great ocean view, and it also has a great view out to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. We happen to have lived on that side of the Ridge for a lot of years, so that when you can see the Ritz-Carlton, and it's probably the good news and the bad news, but we happen to have loved it, you're also looking out any night that they're having some fireworks there. So you've got front row seats when the Ritz-Carlton has a company in town or something that's going on with a special day, and we'll get to see the fireworks. The hotel lit up at night is absolutely fabulous, and a great place to go for cocktails or whatever you want to do, for the spa, for just walking over there at night, for the Christmas lights, for everything. You know, so that Kapalua, you are a part of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, and this particular unit looks out right down to the ocean, and you can see the Ritz-Carlton listed at $730,000, 1 bedroom, 2 bath. I say the Ridge is absolutely an amazing place.
It really is, and again, construction is concrete block, cement block, really solid construction. 524 is right across the street from the main recreation area, big pool, big barbecue area. We've had some great barbecues there.
Yes, we have. We lived there, and we probably had 80 some people, which probably is more than the number of people you're supposed to have in there. But we would, during the golf tournaments, we would invite a bunch of people up there, and a lot of the different owners that were in town, and we would have a fabulous barbecue with Azeka's ribs.
Azeka's ribs, yeah, the good old days.
The good old days.
But boy, we've had some great golfers there: Hale, Ben Crenshaw, Mark O'Meara, and just fun times.
It was a fun time because everybody was here. It was more casual at the time, and all of the pros that were around in that era loved to come off to kind of like a family barbecue where they would meet a lot of local residents and hang out with people, and it was a different era. Loved it.
Fun times.
Yeah, it was really super.
And how about and still staying at Kapalua, 26V1 at the Golf Villas. It's
Yes.
a 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Top floor.
Top floor, corner unit. It's highly upgraded and still on the market. I'm surprised it's still on the market at $675,000. It's if you're not familiar with the Golf Villas, it surrounds the Kapalua Bay course, and this one is right on the 11th fairway. Top floor, huge views. It's sunsets all year round. Lanai, Molokai. Come see this, 669-0070. Call us. Look at it on our website, sakamotoproperties.com. And again, our website, courtesy of Meyer Computer. Thank you, Chris and Jesse and everybody at Meyer Computer.
You know, another listing, as we're talking condos, etc., at the Napili Kai Resort, Puna 2, unit number 229, listed at $875,000. Totally renovated, impeccable complex. They went through and did everything. I mean, the buildings were kind of taken down to studs and rebuilt. It's a studio, large studio, listed at $875,000. Fabulous rental program. They've got a great restaurant there. You're just adjacent to the whole Kapalua resort. in a place that if you're looking for an investment, second home type property, for $875, it's one of those things that next year will be, oh my God, wish I had done that one.
It really is, and Napili Bay, what a pretty setting, isn't it?
Oh, nothing could be
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
It's a great spot to even go for anybody. Go down there to the restaurant, and you can sit on the beach all afternoon. There's a great outside area where you can have hamburgers or poo-poos or whatever you want. As our kids, were older, it was great to go down there, and now with our grandkids, fabulous spot to go out there and sit out, be on the beach. Kids can run around, the younger grandkids, and all of the rest of us can be sitting eating hamburgers and having drinks and sodas and whatever. So anyway, it looks like we're at the 1 minute warning.
Yeah, 1 minute warning. Quick plug for Napili Point B5, and it's a 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath at Napili Point. $629,000. Call us 669-0070.
SakamotoProperties.com.
Yes, ma'am.
And here we've got now, we're going to have Danny Couch coming up. We're going to also have Neil Everett back on. So listen to this. Listen to what he says. What's his first thing? How's it?
Yes.
When he says how's it, he says how's it. So listen to this and do what he tells you, because he won't keep doing it for us if you don't listen. So,
okay.
Aloha.
Neil Everett here. I'm a big